after 19. Australia were 93 for 2. So Sri Lanka ahead.
It's very generous of the Australians today, so far.
Pattinson, short delivery, helped that on its way. I think there was a little bit of glove on that one.
It's a bit of a top edge there. 2 for 14 from...
That's well played. Silva brings up his 50 off just 51 deliveries. He looked a little shaky early on, but have a look at the smile on his face now. That's well played.
Yeah, the knives were out for him. A couple of poor scores as he got his opportunity in one-day internationals a little earlier. His teammates, of course, delighted. Lasik Chilby, with his own form, hat-trick today. Lasik Malinga. Well played, Chamara.
Right, so 20 overs have been bowled now. Partnership 82. Wardner is the steadying influence out there. Silva scoring his runs just a little faster. Those are the figures so far. That's in the air, but into the gap. Bounces away down to the boundary. Yep, perfect placement. Marsh was desperate to try and drag it back, but he was nowhere near it. You're right, very good effort. They dive around these Aussies, don't they?
Doughty. But they had plenty of time to bail out of that one. Might look like he wanted to play, but... And if you hadn't seen the repertoire of sweeps that Chamara Silva possesses, here is the final one, the reverse.
Really was smashed away. You can see why there are a few people that are quite excited about this bloke. Well, that's nicely timed as well. That ball's going very green. They come back for 2. That makes it 5 off the over. It's also a 100 partnership, and the score was 133 for 3. Yes, we've been lucky enough to take advantage of. That's in the air. This is going to be out straight down his throat. Yep. Well, eventually the sweep shot, which has worked so well for him, has been his undoing. Once again, he hit it very sweetly, but Silva now gone for 63, 71 balls. Actually, it's been a good knock. 8 fours and a 6, and this is how he eventually got out.
Well, it was only a matter of time before he got one up in the air, straight to the fielders, deep backward square leg. Hastings, just a little bit of hesitation, but he got there well in time. 144 for 4. Chamara Silva gone for a well-made 63 from 71. Chamara back in the pavilion. Good knock, though. Comeback of sorts after the knives were out for Chamara Silva. An average of just under 40. Makes him a very useful player. But of course, see that the non-strikers end. Of course, the ground crew was there ready with the covers, so there shouldn't be too much damage. 144 for 4 is when play will be suspended. And I'm just guessing here that if DNL is used, and I think they will, Sri Lanka should be ahead.
Oh, they're way ahead. Absolutely way ahead. There's the par score, 109, and they've got 144. So they're way ahead at the moment. And what that effectively means, if they don't get back on the ground, of course, Sri Lanka will win the match.
Welcome back to the Premadasa Stadium, where Sri Lanka come back out to complete their run chase. We've had 45 minutes of time off with rain. The covers were on, but now it seems to be all clear. Wardner, just an easy one to deepen it off. And that's the end of the 27th over. Sri Lanka 145 for 4. Well, off for a quick single. Now the 150 comes up for Sri Lanka.
You can see a big difference today, Angelo, the way he plays for the spinner. And he's just nicking the round and singles.
Oh, he's beaten on this occasion, and so has Haddon. Has he got an edge on that? It's beaten both Joe Wardner and Haddon. He's got an inside edge on that. Wardner.
That was a brilliant ball from Doherty. You can see the inside edge. That was a difficult chance for the Haddon.
Worked for an easy one. He's pushing for two, and he's going for two. Very well run, and that's Joe Wardner's 50. Good placement, just taking the pace off that shot to allow him to get a comfortable two. And that's his 60th one-day international 50. So it's an important one too for his team. Oh, it's nearly chopped onto the leg stump. Inside edge, just sneaking past Joe Wardner's leg stump.
Very lucky to survive on that. And got 4 runs.
The word that springs to mind is decisive. Mahela Joe Wardner has not been decisive since this break.
That's 2 straight. That's a good shot. Nicely played. This outfield just a little slower now that there's a little moisture on it. And back to 3. The batting power play seems to bring a few undone. That's well played and well fielded as well. And there's a big mix-up here. There's going to be a... No! It's a dreadful throw. Oh, dear. Xavier Doherty of Hatton's head.
Ismail Jawardena thought there was one. He was not looking at his partner. His partner was looking at the ball. So a lot of confusion and a good save from Doughty. But then what an awful throw. But Jawardena was quick on the turn. And maybe he might have even still got back.
Wickets when the batsman had got in. And that's flicked away down to the boundary for 4. There was one very special moment. He got 4 of 4 balls as that one's lobbed over the infield just out of the reach of extra cover there, and so yet another run. It's 188 for 4. The batting power play, because then we'll bring all the fielders in. And that's a good shot. Over the top, down to the boundary, 1 bounce for 4. Right out of the middle of the bat.
Side out. Hit it either over extra cover or over long off, over mid off.
Well, that's in the air, and this is going to be caught, I'd say. Mahela's got himself out. Hussey takes a very good catch. That was up there for a long time. Mahela trying to get it over the top of mid-off. End of Mahela, good innings.
This way we tossed it up a little bit more. A little bit shorter as well. Jawardena couldn't get hold of it. Stayed in there for a very long time. So a well-judged catch by Mike Hussey, by David Hussey in fact. And so Jawardena's long innings ends. He's made 71. Facing 119 deliveries. Sri Lanka now leading 17. 195 for 5 after 42 overs. And to click on the commentary.
Pattinson's last over. Thrashed over extra cover. Didn't get the middle of the bat yet. It might just beat the fielder, and it does.
40 balls he's faced. Getting that over extra cover. Taking the positive route, not quite timing it, but they had enough of it.
Up in the air, and has he taken it? Perhaps just short of Ricky Ponting, but what an effort.
Moves to this so quickly and balanced in his approach. He's Ponting at backward point. That's why he's been one of the best, just picking it up off the half volley. What a great athlete he is, 36 years old, still moving like a spring chick.
Welcome, Ronil. Third man will have that. Still good for 2. And the inch closer now to the 212 they need.
They've kept beating the drums.
On an outside edge. He did try and run it towards third man, but not that fine.
He's playing much more freely now, Angelo Matthews, with target getting closer.
Country. Matthews thrashes straight to mid-off and taken. A moment of indiscretion, wanted to finish it in style.
Yes, disappointment for Angelo Matthews. Right at the stroke of victory, he comes out. He wanted to finish it all off, but it hit straight to mid-off. Now he holds onto the catch, and Matthews goes for 26. Sri Lanka 209 for 6.
Oh, big shout once again. Maybe they was doing too much. G1 had moved across, and so maybe a little high, but a pretty desperate appeal by Hastings. And of course, you never know the umpire. See the amusing side of it.
He has moved a lot across to his off stump. That hit him quite high as well. That's just over the pad. And so maybe outside the line of the off stump.
That could potentially happen with Hastings cutting the ball across. There we go, through the cordon. Between slip and gully, and that will end it. G1 Mendes edged one, but he will take it. And Sri Lanka win the 5th and final one-day international of the LG Bond series. They did a lot of hard work, particularly Mahela and Chamara Silva. But they take it by 4 wickets. Congratulations to the home team.
Regularly having 2 slips. Lasith Malinga for a moment thought he was caught.
Who were, of course, Mahela Jayawardene with the 71 and Chamara Silva finally coming good in the series with a 63. Angelo Matthews could have taken it on his own right to the end. Made a careful 26 before trying to go for glory. Dilshan a quick 17. The big disappointment was right at the top. Saranga and Sangakkara going cheap.
Some good bowling performances from the Australians, but not consistent enough. A couple of wickets for Doughty, and then a couple for Pattison. He was probably the most impressive. Bowled a very good first spell. And then Mitchell Johnson took one early wicket, that of Taranga, and Watson took one towards the end. So those were the wicket takers.